All right, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play mystery shard only heroes. Everyone gets run. A lot of things. All right, today is a good day. This is a battle day. It's a day of battles. We're gonna battle it out with the 4 starting champions. So we have all 4 now, level 60. If you are interested in their builds, what they're about, or what they do, their skills, all that stuff, well, you're in luck. You're not in luck today for watching this video, but you're in luck because I have videos on all 4 of the starting champions. You can check them out in my Champion Spotlights videos. And I also have a who you should pick out of the 4 starting champions video, also in the Champion Spotlight videos. So you can go check all 4 of them out. But since most people know who these guys are, and since I've done way too many videos where I show their stats and everything, I think we're good with not showing them this time. So we're just going to get right into it. We want to see who can do the best. And today is round one of the 4 starting champions. We're going to see who can wipe the floor with the dragon. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we want to see who does the most damage. That's the game here. That's the game we're playing. Who does the most damage? Who can do it quicker? Who can make this an easy job? That's what we want. And today we're going to find the heck out. I know you're at the edge of your seat. To be honest, I am too, but it's not because I'm like excited. It's because I'm actually falling off my chair. All right, so Kael's got poison. That is an advantage. All right, that's his advantages. He is coming in at 44,000 power, so he's reasonably built. He does have life steal, which is very exciting, and they all have the Phantom Touch blessing. Just so you know, they're all going to be in life steal gear. And they're all going to have their max masteries and all their max skills. So they're all maxed. Everybody has level 16 gear. The only thing that would change is really just what they do and maybe a little bit of resistance that changed the power structure. Now, Athel will be the strongest out of the 4, but it's only because she has a lot of resist. So that's why her power would be high. She's going to be a weakling, though, I think. In my opinion, I feel like she's a weakling, but that's just me. And not because she puts weaken on everything. But Kael here, he's got poisons. He can do pretty serious damage. He's got good multipliers on his attacks. So he's going to be better for, I believe, the boss himself. I think he'll do more damage on the boss as long as he lands his poisons. His accuracy is mighty low. Mighty low. So he's going to have trouble landing them. We have still yet to put an accuracy banner on him. That's my fault. It's not Kael's fault. So don't blame him for why he sucks, okay? It's my bad. I didn't do it. Now, what we want to see here is whether or not they put up a ton more damage than each other and what the time frame is and how much damage the other heroes put up based on them. That's important too, because sometimes you have a hero that's really just going to make everybody better. Now, out of the 4 starters, I don't think that's going to be the case for any of them because it's just not. They're very selfish, the starting 4. All right, they're very selfish heroes. They're meant to be soloers for campaigns and stuff in the early game. They're really meant to help you get through the early game stuff. But problem is, they don't really do much for your team outside of just doing damage. So that's where they fall off. But I am still interested to see honestly, if it takes longer is more important because the other heroes are going to do more damage. So if everybody else on the team does more damage than the nuker, you might want to consider either rebuilding your hero or getting a better nuker because that's a problem. So if Kael is going to be number 1 as a nuker, we need to see him put up some damn numbers. That's what this is about. It's about numbers. And the problem is Syl's going to wipe the floor with a lot of smite. So if she keeps getting smite, it's going to be a short fight, which is going to make things a little bit different too because we're going to have smite kind of coming into play to see, because if she gets smite every hit, that's a lot of damage that she's going to pull out, which may make this longer or shorter. See, right there now, we already have 2 smites. So maybe we'll count smites. We'll count Kael smites. Big fan of Kael smites. We're going to count how many smites go off. Like, how many smites do you need? All right, so right now we're going to be doing Kael. So far, we've got 2 smites, which is important to note. And then we're going to put how much damage and how long the fight took, because those are the more important ones, because we got to be exact here. Now, his poisons are going to be really good for dropping down the HP every single turn, plus his damage. So I really do think that Kael might end up being the top damage. However, Galek has a reduced defense, and that could change something, because then he's making the whole team better. So I guess there is one that does make the team better. But that would be if he lands the damn thing. And sometimes he only lands the 60, so that could cause some issues. I mean, the 30%. So they might not be as good. But it looks like they're holding up. They're not dying, which is good. So that's a plus side. That's a plus. I'm just curious to see the damage output on him. So if he had accuracy, we'd have a lot more poisons going here, and this would be a lot more efficient. So definitely put some accuracy on your Kael, because look at that, he's missing all of it. It was good that she removed all the debuffs. Now that he's going to throw a bunch of new ones on us, that was a good move on her part, on Spirit Host's part. There we go. All right, so we got 5 minutes, and we had 2 smites. So we had 2 smites, and we did it in 5 minutes, 5 minutes and 7 seconds, which is not a good time. Now, Kael did 1.61. Whoops, we're just going to do the point 1.657. So there we go. So we've got his damage. Now, everybody else did reasonable. Drexstar is obviously going to be the strongest. He's got HP burns running the whole time, and he has AoEs that do it, and anything that attacks him is going to get lit on fire. So that's Kael. And we got what we get. We got garbage. Oh, it's actually accuracy. Not bad. I'm not upset with that. So there we go. That's the team for right now. Let's see how we do with the next. We're going to get it out of the way because I'm curious. I want to see how Athel does. I'm curious now. I'm curious to see how she handles herself in here. I don't think she's going to do much. All right, so I'm going to enter this in. So as of right now, I actually messed up and put the wrong thing on my little sheet here. It's very important that we're exact. All right, and he was 1.657 damage. That's what he was, and 2 smites, and it was 507. So that's Kael. Now we're going to be putting on Athel. We'll see how many boss smites we get, because that's honestly where the time's going to come from. Now, I don't think she's very helpful. Like I just feel like she's going to take forever. Watch, Athel's going to get like 4 smites in this fight, and it's going to make her look like a champ. Do you ever wonder how these guys feel about getting killed so many times? That actually wasn't that in that video they did for, what is that, Viva La Dirt, where the boss just kept getting killed? It's like, we don't take into consideration their feelings. Do you think they want to get beat by all the 4 starting champions right now? I don't think so. So now I'm hoping that this is the longest fight. I feel like it's going to be. But then again, I don't know. She could surprise me because she has Giant Slayer because of her A1, which hits 3 times. So there is a possibility that she could make this fight shorter. But she's definitely not making the wave shorter, I'll tell you that much. This is painful, Athel. You're just making a mess of this whole dungeon. You're making a mess of it. I'm just going to talk smack about Athel now for the next 4 minutes or 3 minutes, however long this fight lasts, just because I don't like her that much. It's funny how I bring it up every time I use her. I'm like, by the way, now that you mention it, I hate Athel. Look at that. Terrible. She's doing terrible things. I would rather use the Shadowkin lady with the baby, then use Athel. I'm just saying. And I'm actually building her now, which is the funny part. To 50. I have hiccups every time. And it's funny because everyone said she's bad, but for some reason I like that. I like her. I forgot her name from Shadowkin. I forgot the dang hero's name. Now I'm gonna have to go look at it after this video. It's gonna be very important. All right, so we've got 2 minutes left to beat Kael. And like I said, I have a feeling this is going to be the longest one. Now, she got some crits in there. It didn't look like much really happened there. All right, so we've got a smite. And I'm only going to count the smites that actually land. If it doesn't land, it doesn't count. Because the whole point is that it's going to take it's going to take a lot of health off and make the fight seem shorter. So if it's lucky, I don't want it to be luck. All right, so there's the second smite. Yeah, I don't think she's going to outdamage Kael in any way. She is a joke. She's a joke hero. Let's all make fun of her. Boo! I'm just kidding, but I'm not. All right, so she's got weaken, so that kind of helps, I guess. If you need weaken on a dragon, I guess Athel's the one you want. I'm just waiting for all the Athel love to come out. They're gonna be like, listen, you are Athel phobic, and I'll be like, you know what, I am, 100% I am. I will admit it. I don't like her. The reason I'm doing her second is because I want her out of the way. If we're being completely honest, I just don't want to watch her anymore. I don't like her. I want Galek in here and my girl Elhain. Like I want them in here. Slowly but surely, like they're becoming more of my favorites. But Galek is funny because he really is my favorite hero of the starting four. But I just know in my heart that Kael is better at doing the things that you need in the beginning of the game. So I always pick him. But it doesn't matter anymore because I have all four and they're all built. So I don't really have to care. My dog just came in here. He's angry at me. He was looking at me. He's like, why are you talking so much smack about Athel? You're going to piss me off. And he's a small dachshund. So yeah, he's aggressive. He's very aggressive. He gets mad when you talk about Athel like that. So this one's taking a lot longer. So that's good. So we already know that Athel sucks. So this is your proof right here. See, she's the worst hero in the game. That's an over embellishment, but it made me feel good to say it. She's just not that good for this fight, to be honest. I mean, she's probably better for Fire Knight, but even there, I don't see a reason to bring her in there. So it's like what? Because we got a third smite. Even with 3 smites, she's going to be bad. I love it. Let's see. Okay, so there's a smite, but it only destroyed the shield. But we did get 3 smites. So 3 smities. All right. Now let's see. We're gonna leave Galek for last. Let's bring in Athel. I mean Elhain. Sorry, we're done with Athel. Forget I said that. Now, she can do a ton of damage, and she is set up for the arena more. But I have a feeling she's going to speed things up a little bit. And I didn't look at the damn damage. See, this is what happens when you're in a rush to get Athel off your block. Well, either way, we know that she didn't do great. We know that it was almost 6 minutes for the fight, and that's all that matters. But she had 3 smites. So really, it would have been a lot longer. And they would have gotten hit by that extra hit, and that would be the end of it. You play an Athel like a chump. All right, so it looks like so far, this looks like it's going a little bit better outside of my girl getting her ass cleaned with HP. Luckily, she has life steal. That sounded weird. Got her ass cleaned? Who says that? All right, so yeah, this is going much better already than freaking Athel. It might be on. I think it's on par with. It's pretty much on par with Kael so far. I don't think there's going to be an issue here. I mean, she's good at single target too. because she has those. She has that extra hit, so that's nice. All right, we're on to round two. If they can get to if you can get to the dragon in around 2:20, that's good. I think they got to the dragon with Athel around 3 minutes and 11 seconds or something. I don't remember what it was exactly. I just know it was really long. Now she has that extra. She has an extra AOE, which also helps on the waves. But it doesn't look like it's helping too much, just because she doesn't seem to do as much damage for some reason. I think it's because I don't have her crit rate, her crit damage as high as I have Kael's. I think that might be why. I think that Galek is going to have the best showing here because he has the drop defense, so he's going to make everybody kind of do more damage. So I feel like that might be what puts him ahead of everybody else. It might be the one thing. So for this one, I don't think the time's going to be much different, but I do feel like the damage might be different. Oh, she got stunned. Boo! You're going to make her lose damage. This is why high resistance is important, kids. Just know that resistance is important. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, so she's doing good damage. Is she going to proc Phantom Touch, though? See, that's the thing, is it's hard to do an exact replica. And this is actually a good example, honestly, of a lot of the things that I've been talking about with, like, when somebody asks me, what gear should I use? What stats should I use? Do you have a guide on how to build them? Like, it's literally impossible almost to match stats like perfectly without tons and tons of time and effort. Like, is it possible? Yes. But if you try to match two heroes' power almost exact, you would you would spend more time doing that than you really should. Let's put it that way. You just need to understand which stats are affecting the fight, which stats you need for each fight, and which heroes do and don't need those stats, and then which ones do, so that you can adjust. What does that mean? If you have a hero that needs accuracy to land an awesome skill, you're going to want to put accuracy on them because it's going to make them do more damage. If you have a hero like Elhain here, who does zero things outside of just damage, then you're going to want to just put attack, crit, and crit damage on her and get some speed, and she's good to go. So, like, you need to understand how the game works, not what to do exactly. And that would help you more. So there we go. We got a smite. That's actually two smites, right? Because she had the second. So this one looks like ain't going too much faster. Let's put it that way. They seem to all be about the same time right now, outside of Athel being around 6 minutes. I don't think they're beating it in 40 seconds, so I don't think they're going to beat. I don't think they're going to beat Kael. Well, she was putting up a bunch of numbers there for a sec. That was nice. I wish I made another cup of tea because I really want more now. These videos make me parched. That's not really true. I'm not really parched. I just like tea and it tastes delicious in my mouth. So that's why I want it. All right, so we're about to hit the 5 minute mark. Not looking too hot here for our girl Elhain. What can she do? And like I said, there's a bunch of random stuff here too that may have come into play. That, maybe somebody didn't get enough HP burn, maybe somebody didn't do anything great, but we'll see what the damage. I want to see what her damage output is. You have to also remember, if it's a longer fight, that's more time that she's going to have to get turns to kind of do more damage. So it might be a little bit off. We can't be quick to switch this time. We have to look at it. I know you guys probably saw the damage. I did not, though, because you're probably looking for it. I did not, though, on Athel, and I apologize. But to be honest, we all knew she was going to be the worst, so who cares? All right, so we got an extra smite there. But, so Elhain did 1.454. And it looked like they had 3 smites. So good for her. Now, everybody else, see Drexar was putting up more work than with Kael. So that's obvious that the fight went longer. So that makes sense. And that one was 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Not good. Not good at all. Edit team, last one. Can Galek steal the glory? I think he can. I really do. I have faith in my boy. I think really it's on the dragon that it's going to really show the time because that defense down is going to make it way easier to do more damage, I think. He also has that four hitter, which is like kind of like Kael. So that's going to do a ton of damage. Granted, I think he's set up in. I think he's set up in War Master. Yeah, I think he's set up in War Master because you use those skills more, so it's better you just have War Master at that point because then you do more damage for most of the fight, and then you get a little bit at the end. All right, so already we're seeing what could be a very different fight. Let's see. Maybe not. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to tell because the clock ticks away. If they can do it, let's say if he does it in like a minute, yeah, he's close. Close. 1 minute almost. If Galek was getting in there, we might be ahead of it. Definitely already better than Elhain or Athel, so that's good. But once again, this is what I was saying. Like some heroes just better in certain things. So there you go. You got drop defense now on some heroes, on one hero. I mean, it's even though it's only one, it's something. So we're doing more damage to that guy now. See, so that could help speed some stuff up. As long as he doesn't die, we'll see if he's the first one to die in here. All right, so we got some stuns. There you go. It's looking nice. There we go. We got a smite in there. I don't know if I really need to. I should count those, right? I should, but I didn't the whole time. We're only counting the final boss. So it looks like they're getting through the waves better than everyone right now. I mean, Galek is a monster when it comes to damage. His multipliers are really good. I can't wait to do the Minotaur. No, that's a joke. I don't care about Minotaur. We might do it. I don't know. That's the whole point of this. Is we want to see. These are all bonus videos anyway, right? All right. So he did some pretty good damage there because he got his procs off. I'm just curious if he gets that defense off. As soon as he drops the defense, it's going to be a lot different. I forgot what the condition was. They need more than 2 debuffs on him or something. They need a couple debuffs on the boss, I think. So now we got a smite on the boss, so that's good to get defense down at 60%. Otherwise, you're only going to get the 30% version. All right, there you go. He did not get the defense down, so that's, oh well. Oh well, I say. All right. All right, so we got a lot of HP burn going on. We need some cooldown reduction on Galek so he can do those extra hits. We want that four hitter to just constantly be going. And I think he does have the extension. I don't remember if I put it on him or not. The debuff extension. So there go your smites. So that's good. I mean, they're doing way better. I think they were at like 4 minutes and 20 seconds, I think, and they were a little bit further along on the last fight. So there's another smite. If you get any more smites, this is going to be it's going to be a wash as far as really knowing how much longer it would take. Now he resisted all of that because, like I said, I didn't really build him for accuracy. I don't think because I don't really care so much about the drop defense. He's more of a damage dealer, so we'll see. It's looking like it's in his favor right now, so that's something to think about. These guys are rocking right now with Galek in here. Well, they're definitely going to get another shield, I think, right now. Yeah, there you go. Shield up, which is going to slow the fight down a bit. Kind of want him to just do his damage and get over it. Are we going to kill the shield? That's the first time we did the shield. All right. So I think the smite, there was an extra smite in there, I believe. But Galek did 1.3. Now, still put up more damage now. So there was definitely something there with the smites. So still definitely put up more of a fight. Now I would say that at best it might have changed 15 to 20 seconds of time. That's my best guesstimate, all right? But it doesn't matter because even 15 to 20 seconds would put us under 5 minutes with Galek. So I'm going to say Galek's the winner here. Galek put up 1.3 damage, but he also has the defense down on the waves and possibly on the dragon, which he didn't get this time. So it could have been faster too. So even the smite might have not really outweighed it more than him just having better accuracy and getting his defense down. That fight could have gone a lot quicker, especially if he's hitting 4 heroes with 60% defense down. That might be something to think about. But yes, that it looks like Sil put up more numbers than she normally did. I think average she put up almost 600,000, so there was definitely an extra smite damage in there. And Drexstar put up 1.2, which is pretty standard. He did 1.2, 1.3, so he's not really over or below where he should be. But it looks like, as far as just straight damage, it looks like Kael is the winner for just blasting things with damage. However, it looks like having Galek in the fight made it better. So I think he's stronger. I think the fight went shorter, and that's also why he didn't do as much damage. He didn't have enough time to do more turns. I think if the fights were longer and the smite was less, he would have been about the same as Kael in terms of how much damage he did. So I'm gonna say that Galek is the winner of the Dragon's Lair. I'm crowning him the winner. That's right. I've crowned him the winner. Let's go back to the Bastion. We're gonna put a little hat on him. I mean, we're not going to put a hat on him, but we could. So there you go. If you wanted to know who's going to get you through Dragon quicker, it looks like Galek is the one. Now, that's on stage 20. That could change. Let's just say we put accuracy on him and Kael, and we got their accuracy up above 200, and they're constantly hitting their stuff. That's honestly, I don't think it's going to change much because the poisons on Kael are really good. If he's landing every poison, I feel like he would do a lot more damage than he did this time, but he still put up 1.6. I feel like Galek with the defense down would help the whole team and would still make the fight better. So putting both of them in would be your best option, is what I'm saying. That would make the best timer in there, all right? And get War Maiden in there to drop defense. That would be interesting too. All right, so there you go, guys. That's the 4 starting champions against the Dragon. Galek is our winner. He's our champion for today. So if you guys want more of this, feel free to like, share, subscribe. Put your comments in the comment section. Yeah, comments in the comment section. That's where they go. I mean, I don't know if you knew that. It's called the comment section for a reason. It's because that's where you put your comments. So the more you guys comment, even if you guys make fun of me and call me a jerk, it doesn't matter. Just any engagement is good engagement for me. So I'm very excited if you got something to say. So make sure you say it. If you have any things you want to ask, how we build, any video suggestions in here, that's always a good idea too. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Galek winning the 4 starter champions round 1. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd. And you guys take care. Go Galek.